Hi, ones and twos. It's time for reading again, and we're looking at making inferencing. Making inferences when we read. I can use text clues and prior knowledge to figure something out. So text clues might be things that are said, so some of the words in the text, or it might be pictures. We can use the pictures as clues as well. Okay, we started reading this book yesterday, A Nice Walk in the Jungle. So I'm going to continue reading, and this book was about a class, a school, and we inferred some things yesterday as well about this. And it was a class and the teacher going for a walk in the jungle, and so far the boa constrictor, which is a snake, this one here, has eaten a couple of the students without anyone knowing other than Tim. We worked out that this was Tim. Didn't actually tell us it was Tim, but we used the text clues and we used the picture clues to infer that this is Tim here. And it's pretty obvious now. Okay, so I'm going to continue reading, and we're going to make some more predictions. Not predictions, sorry. We're going to make some more inferences on feelings, why things are happening. We might be able to make an inference on why things are happening, where characters are, and what is happening. I think we know well and truly where they are now. They're at the jungle. Okay, so I'm going to continue reading on. Miss Jalebi said, "Gracious class," I think I read this page. "Gracious class, look under these rocks. Did you see the lizard snap up that cricket? You need to be quick to survive in the jungle." Maybe I didn't. "Oh, please, Miss Jalebi. Oh, please, Miss Jalebi," cried Tim. When it says cried Tim, the word cried kind of gives it away. It's a bit of a clue. It gives it away that Tim is feeling really, really worried and probably really, really nervous now as well, because more and more of his classmates are going inside the boa constrictor. But yeah, cried is a big text clue there. "Wait for your turn, Tim." Miss Jalebi said, "Gather round, class, and look into this plant. See how the caterpillar has fallen inside. Nothing is safe out here with..." Let me reread that one. "Nothing is safe out here in the jungle." "Oh, please, Miss Jalebi, look," cried Tim. "Tim, dear, don't interrupt." Do you think Miss Jalebi knows about what is happening over here? I don't think so. She has not. And the clues, there's plenty of clues. She's looking that way, and she's kind of ignoring Tim. There's plenty of clues to know that she is not aware of what's going on. And all the clues that are given to us helps us know that this boa constrictor is making its way through the whole class. It's about to, might eat them all. So we'll see. Miss Jalebi said, "Come over here, class, and watch the little fish swimming in the pool. Do you think they're piranhas? We should look them up when we get back to school." "Oh, please, Miss Jalebi, listen to me," cried Tim. "That big snake swallowed Peter, Maria and Jim, Mylene and Penny, Jake and Jenny, Paul and Tony, and Melanie and Kim. I'm the only one left." "Yes, dear, I'm listening, Tim," said Miss Jalebi. Do you think Miss Jalebi is listening? I certainly don't. I infer that she's not listening because she's looking the other way. She doesn't seem worried or nervous at all compared to Tim. I'm inferring their feelings at the moment. So yeah, I definitely don't think that Miss Jalebi is listening to Tim. Miss Jalebi said, "Come closer, class. If you stand on tiptoe and look over this log, you will see a most beautiful yellow tree frog. Tim, stop pulling at me. Help! Cried Tim. What did you say? What did you say, dear? I think we can make an inference about what is happening here. And the clue really gives that away here, that the boa constrictor is eating Tim. It's eating Tim at the moment. Oh no. Then Miss Jellyby turned around and she saw the great, fat, lumpy boa constrictor lying on the jungle path. What are you doing here? She cried. And where's my class? The boa constrictor just burped. How do you think Miss Jellyby is feeling now? Look at her face. Look at the clue that's given to us. She is now looking really worried, very concerned that her whole class is not there. How dare you eat my class? Cried Miss Jellyby. And she punched that enormous, bumpy boa constrictor right on his tender nose. Then she picked up the wobbly boa by his scaly tail and shook and shook. And out came Tim and Peter and his wheelchair, Maria and Jim, Mylene and Penny, Jake and Jenny, Paul and Tony, and Melanie and Kim. Miss Jellyby counted her class twice to make sure they were all there. Then she took that thin, grumpy boa constrictor and wound him round and round a jungle tree and tied him in a big knot. That will teach you to eat my class, she said. Which reminded her that it was lunchtime. There's bound to be a burger bungalow near here, she said. Anywhere in the world, they're never far away. I'm inferring that she's feeling very relieved now that her class are okay after what has happened. I'll just finish off the last couple of pages. And sure enough, around the corner was a burger bungalow. It says herbivores on one door and carnivores on the other, said Tim. What does that mean? Well, Tim, said Miss Jellyby, herbivores eat plants and carnivores eat meat. I think we've met enough meat eaters today, so we'll have lunch with the herbivores. Now, said Miss Jellyby, where shall we go for next week's nature walk? Let's go to the zoo, said Tim. Have a look there. Okay, so throughout that book we made many inferences with feelings, why things happen, where characters are, and what is happening.